Texts that Rachel MacGregor sent to her former boss Colin Craig have been revealed in court, but she insists they weren't romantic and she never replied to any of his love letters. Ms MacGregor has been given evidence for a second day in the defamation case Taxpayers Union founder Jordan Williams is taking against the former Conservative Party leader. Our reporter Sarah Robson has been covering the case in the High Court in Auckland and she joins us again tonight live in the studio. Hi again, Sarah. What did these texts that Rachel MacGregor sent say?
So Mr Craig's lawyer, Stephen Mills, while he was cross-examining Rachel MacGregor, read out some texts that she had sent to Mr Craig in 2011 around the time of that election. In one of them she said, "You make my heart melt, love ya, nanai." And in another she made a comment about saying, she said, "I wish I could say goodnight the way I want to." Now she insists these texts weren't romantic, and in terms of the one about saying goodnight, she said all she wanted to do was give him a hug. This was a time when they were very close friends. They had a really good working relationship, and she says that Mr Craig was flattering her, saying very lovely things to her, and she said she felt she needed to be on his side.
The issue of Mr Craig falling asleep on her lap, what have we heard about that today?
Yeah, so we've heard some details around this incident in 2011 when Mr Craig was at Rachel MacGregor's flat. Now, Ms MacGregor said that she flattered, she was one of 5 people in this flat, and she says it was odd to have a politician there. Now, Mr Craig there has been some suggestion that Ms MacGregor had sung him to sleep that evening. She disputes that, and she said it wasn't as if she was singing him a lullaby, but he did fall asleep on her lap, and she said that she felt uncomfortable about that.
She's also talked about her working conditions.
Yeah, so Mr Mills went back to the day that Ms MacGregor resigned in the car very suddenly just before the 2014 election.
Yep.
Now, so Mr Mills said, was that a good time to be raising these sorts of issues, given he was focused on, hitting the 5% mark on polling day to get into Parliament. Ms MacGregor said, if he really was focused on getting into Parliament and hitting that 5%, he would have treated his staff a lot better, and she detailed some occasions where she was forced to stay with Mr Craig's friends. There was a bed for him, but there was no bed for her. She had to sleep on a couch, and instead of a blanket she ended up having a jacket over top of her on one night.
Is her evidence continuing? Is there more tomorrow?
No, she has finished giving evidence, so next witness up tomorrow morning.
Sarah Robson, thank you for being in the High Court for us and in the studio now.